Hey guys, hopefully you like that short little intro. We're going to start off with a superset of chest flies and 2 chest dips. We're going to do 4 sets of that, 8 to 10 reps. I'm going to show you guys the final set of my chest flies. Really make sure that you're protecting your scapula, getting a nice stretch on your pec muscle and squeezing it, squeezing like you're trying to show off your chest at the top of that. Make sure you're really getting that deep stretch at the bottom too. You can move kind of quickly, but you make sure that you have the mind muscle connection throughout the entire movement. As I hit failure right there. Superset that into the chest dips here. It's basically going to be the same motion. Really try to, get this squeeze really here at the bottom and push up like you're trying to focus. You're showing off your chest here, but no one can see it except you. Next thing, obviously, on chest day is a big bench session. For me, I usually try to humble myself, keep the weight light, hit a couple of sets of everything. Today, I believe I did 6 sets. I went all the way up to 225, hit that for 3 sets. You'll see that later on in the video, but really focus on the movement here. Hit the squeeze, retract your scapula at the bottom, show off your chest at the top. Really push with your chest muscle at the top so you can show everybody that you have a big chest. That's what's going on in my head here, but that's the theory behind it. Mind muscle connection. It's gonna be the same theory here as I move up from 135 to 185. Just same thing. You want to start off with the lightest weight, the lightest weight that feels heavy to you. Get that mind muscle connection and move up in weight. Make sure you keep your form tight, elbows parallel with your wrists, everything stacked, compounded, so you don't hurt yourself. Don't flare your elbows out too far so you don't flare your shoulders out. That's how you're going to get an injury. But this is the same thing. Keep the weight light. Make sure you can control it. Get that mind muscle connection and everything will be great. Here's where I hit 225. I felt a bit confident, as you're going to see, but I still kept my form tight right here, as you can see. Even though I'm giving it everything that I got, I'm trying to make sure that everything is stacked. I'm not going to hurt myself. As I go for this 4th rep here, you're going to see I gave it everything that I got. Didn't have it in me. Luckily, my friend Gerald here in the gym came to help me out. Thank you, Gerald. I really appreciate that. I always try to finish my sets to failure. Be safe with it, though. Here we are on some incline bench. Starting off humble, only 95 pounds, but really get the mind muscle connection. Plant your feet on the ground. Make sure everything is stacked. The same principle as a flat bench. Make sure you get that mind muscle connection. Really push, flex your chest at the bottom, retract your scapula, push up with the top of your chest. Make sure you're just trying to show off your chest basically when you're doing a bench press. Very easy. Keep your wrist stacked, keep focused, get the mind muscle connection and really get that burn. Here we're moving up to 135. It's going to be the same thing for most sets. I try to do 4 to 5 working sets on every muscle group every time, but here we're working up to 135. My goal every time I get on anything is I want to try to get 8 to 15 reps, usually, depending on if I'm going for a high rep day or a low rep day. But relatively I go for higher reps because trying to achieve hypertrophy, get that lactic acid build up, get that muscle burn. As everybody here is hyping me up at the gym, you can see it was a very hyped chest day. He said one more, I said I had to do it. Great day in the gym this day. Here we are moving up to 185. You got very hyped up in the gym. Everybody was very high energy. I think I hit this for 5 reps. You're going to see that's 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So it was very high energy in the gym. I loved it. Make sure that when you hit your sets to failure, you keep your form tight and really try to focus on that burn. Here we are again. This is another working set. Make sure that when you're doing your top working sets, you know your capabilities. Make sure if you're going to push yourself, make sure you keep your form tight. Make sure everything is correct if you're going to do it. Nobody wants to hurt themselves. Keep your wrists stacked. Keep your shoulders tight. Make sure that you're working what you're intending on working. I hit this set to failure, and luckily my buddy here was there to help me out. So always is a must on chest day is finishing up with some basic push-ups. Always got to blast your chest out with some body weight movements. I like to finish up with at least 4 sets of these. 10 to 12 reps. Make sure you're getting that deep stretch. It's the same movement as if you're doing a bench press. Really trying to burn out your chest. Hit it to failure. Even if you don't have these tools available, even a flat push-up will suffice. I mean, the goal here is to just achieve the lactic acid buildup, get that muscle burn, really burn out your chest, so when you go to sleep and have that recovery, you're going to have a bigger chest. That's the theory, achieving hypertrophy, you know. Make sure you're eating right, make sure your nutrition is right, but it's the same thing here. Same movement, 4 to 5 sets. I like to hit 8 to 10. Maybe push it out as many as I can here. I achieve failure, you see. But I'm still trying to achieve that same movement all throughout the whole time. Make sure that you're just burning yourself out on chest day. If you want to get a bigger chest, you got to put in the work. Here I am. This is my last set, I believe. The last rep is going to hype you guys up. I hope so. It hyped me up. I was getting yelled at. Make sure you get that in. Come on, achieve it. You know, it's always good when you set out a goal and you hit it. The last thing we're going to finish up with, always got to finish up with abs. I like to hit 4 sets of these every time at the end of my workout. 15 to 20 reps, as high as the weight as you can go and keeping your form tight. It's the same thing as doing a floor crunch. Really try to stretch your abs and then squeeze your abs at the bottom. Make sure you're doing that as hard as you can, squeezing as hard as you can, giving it everything that you got. You want to really try to burn those abs out. Get that muscle burn in there. That way when you go to recover, you can get them abs showing eventually. So here we are again. We usually do, like I said, 4 sets, 15, 20 reps, as many as you can. I usually try to just do as many as I can. Most sets, you know, as you start going through, for me at least, I feel stronger as I get through because I get hyped up throughout the set. But, you know, as many as you can go. If you can only achieve 15 and the next time you only achieve 14, that's okay too. The whole goal is to get that muscle burn, really try to achieve failure. If you can push through that burn, because, you know, after about, you know, when you get halfway through your set, you start feeling it. It's that mind-muscle thing. You really got to push yourself. But, yeah, always the reward for me at the end is the pump. Make sure you take your pictures, record your progress. Don't be afraid. Even if you're not you're happy with the image in the mirror right now, I bet you will be happy later on down the road that you took them pictures if you're on that journey of trying to lose weight. I know for me, I'm still on that journey of being the person that I want to be. So I appreciate you guys. Leave some suggestions down in the comments below, and I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you.